Yes, top of the evening, y'all. You know the vibes. Motion Chronicles, man. Motion Chronicles. Salute to everybody that's in here. All right, good evening, good evening. We are definitely, you know, in our bag this year with the content, and we're moving at a different pace. Uh, digital creating, man, right? It's cool when they do it. You know the vibes, right? It's cool when they do it, man. So hopefully everybody had a productive day and a productive weekend. Um, I want to get to some topics tonight, right? Shout out to everybody that was rocking with the motion. I did a fire interview. I'm probably break that down tomorrow. 'Cause, it takes a little time for the internet or StreamYard to. Oh, I have a whole bunch of different. But I know it takes a minute um, for these different joints to actually like process the videos. So we're waiting on that right now. But I did put out some of the behind the scene clips, but in all likelihood tomorrow morning, maybe even tonight, depending on how long I stay up on my Source Digital tip, because I am sipping on the coffee right now. So I may be up. I don't know. I may be up for quite some time. But this was a fire interview that I did with my cousin. He will be his fighter is fighting on that Shakur Stevenson card. Um, he also talked about Frank Martin, right? Did y'all check out the interview? I know my ward council members did. I know the ward council members did, but did y'all check out the interview? But the interview was popping, man. It was about 40 minutes, man. See, when you interview certain people, right? I probably could have had them on for a whole hour. Cause I looked, I was like, damn, it's been 40 minutes. It's been 40 minutes, right? Good interview, man. It's like when you talk to certain people, and I covered the real points that I wanted to cover, and I put a little light clip out of it behind the scenes, but I'm gonna put the full what's the name out. I wanted him to break down his assessment from a strategy standpoint, right? A strategy standpoint, because when I come on the internet, right, and I do these guys like me, right? Well, not really, but I do because I see how they give it up now. Like a lot of these guys, they be on the internet. Let me make sure my levels are sounding good, right? They be in the bushes, the jealous fan bushes. Um, they don't comment on your stuff, right? But they act like they don't watch you. Like I was shopping over one of my guys today. I was like, yeah, man. I don't watch you. Like I was shopping over one of my guys today. Right? Yeah, that sounds good. How good is the audio sound? Yeah, that shit sounds good, right? That audio sounds good. Let me share this in my groups. Because I'm about to really turn up tonight, man. Share this in my groups, man. No jealous fan zone, huh? Content, baby. I didn't come on all day, but we sounding clear. Source experience, man. We sounding real clear. So I just share this with a couple of people. Let me share this in my Facebook group. This is like one of the best things, right? To actually like just grow as a digital creator, streamer, and do it to the point where you know the ones who attempted to derail you, now they're just lost. Like I said, what you're seeing is going on. There's only about a handful of supporters. When I get a full-fledged army, the game is over, man. Because I'm a master builder. Right now, what you see going on with my content is just a handful of supporters, a handful of loyal War Eagle Council members. When I get a full uh, platoon, it's over. Trust and believe that it's over. Because I've been up against, and they know I'm coming. A lot of you backstabbers, suckers. I've been up against you the whole time I've been on the internet. The whole time I've been on the internet, man. You niggas been clicking up secretly, you know, going against me. But look, it hasn't stopped nothing. And now, like I said, I got a handful of War Eagle Council members, and it's only gonna get bigger. The bigger it gets, motherfuckers is in trouble, man. They in trouble because one thing about my mission and how I can carry it, man, it's been showing, man. Like I said, I've been on solo dolo, man. No real financial support, right? Only thing I had was like I said, undermining. Motherfuckers always trying to undermine, right? I'm cool with that now. Like all the underminers, y'all are all lined up. I'm walking down the hill now on y'all, man. Right? What I'm doing now is I'm gathering my resources, right? That is why I have to keep highlighting my War Eagle Council, the CW thumbnails, the gumbos, my uncle. I want to say a speedy recovery to him. He had an asthma attack. You know, these type of individuals, the ones that share the content, that like the content, right? Because that is, and shout out to, I gotta give them some names. I don't know how to classify the females. Maybe somebody could put it in the comments. We have to give our lady supporters a tag over here, man. Because we do have female supporters, man. As you can see, right? You seen one of my female supporters, man. Right? One of my female generals. You've seen a couple of them, right? But the one yesterday, I posted a picture, and Frank Smarts wanted it to be an AI image of Lauren London in the ATL movie, and it wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't. See, you guys sit on the internet, and a lot of you guys never had a beautiful woman lust over you, right? It's obvious how you carried on this internet. A lot of you niggas lust over men, and it shows. That's why you guys be doing these. And we're gonna get to that, man. For my man CW. Hopefully CW gets in here. CW wanted me to cover the the civil goofball wars, right? Because now a lot of these content creators that were cool and had alliances now are beefing or throwing subliminal content disses. Because these guys don't get in the ring. They don't exchange punches. They argue over warriors that exchange punches, right? They have man crushes over warriors that exchange punches. That's what some of you content crab crows should do. Like, if you are that heavily invested into arguing and debating, why not put on the gloves? Right? That's why I actually respect showbiz, right? I know there was a point in time when I was like real turned off by his content because of the characters and shit, right? But as I started to grow and come out of my own shell as a digital creator, I was like, yeah, that's just his thing. That's just his thing. And then I think really what made me start taking more of a liking to him when I seen him in the gym hitting the bag. And I knew he was watching, but he couldn't acknowledge it because when I was throwing my subliminals at him, I would watch his videos because unlike all these other dudes, I watch people, right? I don't sit on here and act like I don't watch niggas. And no, I watch, right? And I started to notice, right, when I would be like, yo, man, this guy has no head movement. He's stiff. He started to loosen up, man. He started to loosen up. But shout out to Biz, man. Shout out to the Biz. The Biz. Go off. But yeah, my interview with Buddy, man, 40 minutes, 39 something minutes. It was fire, man. Fire. But like I said, getting back to my initial thoughts on this, right? I asked him about strategy because you have all these guys that sit online that talk box and don't do a goddamn thing in it. They always have all these intricate game plans, what a fighter needs to do. All these, and these are the guys that sit around doing fight parties and debating. They always have the most knowledge on what he should have did. So I actually had a Hall of Fame fighter, former world champion, now one of the top teacher trainers in the game, and I said, what would you do if you was training Shakur Stevens? He said Shakur would just have to be Shakur, right? And I asked them both guys, TFM, and I can't wait to edit that up and put that out. Right, that is the real reason why I shut the live down. Because normally, like, I give out the source, but now with this being official and we're growing, I have to protect the assets. That content is assets. Guys would steal it. So what they're gonna have to do now, they're either gonna have to pay to be a member to see it, which some of my members already have seen it, or they're just gonna have to wait till I slice it up and put it out in shorts. And then they will be exposed because now if you watch it, it's going to show. If you don't watch it, oh well. But with when you put the live stream and you put it out like that, they watch it all the time. They do. They watch it. They come over here and they steal your shit. They get the speaking points from the G's, right? Because Buddy McGirt is a G. Appreciate you, Gumbo. Yo, Gumbo, did you see I tagged you, brother? I tagged you. Let me go over here and show you. Stay over here, Gumbo. You are a War Eagle General, right? I tagged you, brother. You are a council member. You have rank in the War Eagles, man. You are a general. Stay over here, Gumbo. Don't leave out. I was giving out the awards. I was giving out the awards, good brother. Right? Because we are killing the content. Right? You are a War Eagle General, Gumbo. Right? You are a War Eagle General. Can you see it? Can you see the Council of the War Eagles, Gumbo? You are a War Eagle General. You, CWNYT. It's a handful of y'all. I gotta come up with a name for the females, man. I gotta come up. This is the War Eagles documentary right here. Here you go. Now they kind of messed up on you guys. You guys. What's the name? But it is what it is, man. But this is the Council of the War Eagle Generals, man. That's how it looks when we hook up, man. He said, I want $20 million. See, yeah, we come on and we drop the sauce, man. When the War Eagles hook up, look at it. This is a fire artwork. Now, it's cool when these guys do it, right? Look at that, man. No jealous fan zones. Check, man. Debate fans got goofball tendencies. They do. They be online arguing and screaming. I don't know what their ranking system is or how they gain their status, right? Because they gain their status over the goof troops. But this is the War Eagles over here. I deal with generals, man. I deal with generals. I don't fuck with you dojas, right? You old crash dummies. A lot of you niggas I stay away from you crash dummy niggas because you crash dummy niggas will have me pull the blicky on you and gun butt you. And then you will want to run to the authorities, right? Meanwhile, you was issuing threats and challenges. And when I gave you what you was looking for, you turn into a victim. So I just stay out of your way. I just stay out of your way. But this is the War Eagles declaration right here. Motion Talk Chronicles. This ain't a debating club for boxing. This is the Motion Talk. While you YouTube boxing spaces are filled with goofball tendencies, loud, arguing, jealous fan zone energy, we stay locked in on building, developing, and moving the culture forward. Hello. Have we moved the culture forward? Team Spencer, it don't make no sense. Yes, we have. Team Sucker, Team Tucker, stepping on all these suckers. Bang, bang, Russell gang. I think we have been moving the culture forward. The Mason mob, right? He said, while YouTube spaces develop and moving the culture forward, fighters lace up, trainers put in work, promoters risk capital, managers build structures, and yet online people yelling behind computers like that's boxing. That is not boxing. That is goofball, weirdo tendencies. Not here, though. Welcome to the Council of General War Eagles, where leadership, experience, and strategy matter than opinions. Gumbo is one of the members of the War Eagle Council, NYT. CW thumbnails. Uncle Platt. These guys are all War Eagles, and I need a name for the females. I have a couple of females that are down too with us as well. I just got to come up with their names for the girls, right? Now, I know a lot of you He-Man woman haters, right? Shout out to Daniel. See you in there. Smash the like button. But yeah, that's the War Eagle declaration right there for the War Eagles, right? Now, that is the highest rank in Shanewz Boxing, LLC. If you become a War Eagle, that means you not only are respected, you're official. You're a War Eagle, man. You're not a jive turkey. You're not a chicken. You're not a crow. Right? Eagles fly high, man. That means I see you in a high standard. You fly high, right? But that was the War Eagles. I tagged you in that Gumbo on Facebook. And this declaration is very powerful. Check it out and read it. Right? Salute to the War Eagles, man. That is them right there. That is my Council of War Eagles, right? And the War Eagles can get down, man. You know, like the criteria, I know a lot of y'all probably want to be a war eagle, man. You can't. If I feel like your badge of honor, you are a sucker, don't even hit me up, man. It's not for you. It's not for you. Right? Smart, I call him Frank Math. Frank Smart is still in the bushes, right? But yes, those are the War Eagle declaration. Here's another one right here. Fire artwork, right? Fire artwork, right? But back to what I was saying about my cousin, right? He broke down. Here's another War Eagle member. Salute CW. Yeah, my cousin did what a lot of you jealous fans sit around doing. And I'm gonna release some of that tomorrow. But I did put a little bit out, right? And what he basically was saying is, and I was giving this to y'all, is as a coach, what would your strategic battle game plan? Because you see these guys, right? These niggas that sit on one panel, talk hours of gibberish, go to another panel, talk that same gibberish. Go to the gym and apply that shit, man. Go to a gym. You niggas just sit around arguing. No motion. That's why that fight yesterday was empty. That shit was empty. Sabril Matisse lost his title, got stopped. The Barclays Center was empty. The pay-per-view probably didn't do nothing. But yeah, look how many people were online talking about it, right? Because these are the same ones that didn't go to the fight, didn't buy the fight, but yet they're online talking about, oh man, well, he should have did this. Man, listen. That man been fighting one way. And that's because he's a jail nigga. And I like him. I call him a nigga because he is a nigga. He's an African Puerto Rican. If you've seen his mother looks black, can't speak a lick of English. But she looks like an African woman, black Puerto Rican. His daughters look like my daughters, right? Sabril Matisse is a gangster. If you really know him, right? I had the opportunity of meeting him, being around his camp. I got pictures and all that, right? He is a gangster. Sabril Matisse was in jail, right? He came home and changed his life around. He's a man's man. He only knows how to fight one way. And they finally caught up to him. They caught up to him. He remember, he was the boogeyman. He was running through shit, right? He's a tough man. But toughness only gets you so far. I always tell CW this. Skills pay the bills, man. You gotta have the moves, baby. And he doesn't have the moves, man. And it showed last night, man. He takes a lot of punches, to give off punches. And Dalton Smith got the victory. And me and Cuz was talking about it. Cuz told me today, if you watch the video, the interview, I was like, yo, man, I felt some type of way about the stoppage because he was still coherent. And Cuz said, you never know, man. The ref might have seen something we didn't see. He's in the ring. And I said, you know what? You're right. You're right. Right? I had to step down. I was like, yo, you're right. But when they stopped it, it was like, you seen how he reacted. He wanted to go out on the shield. And Cuz said it best. He made me think about Wilder and sometimes you gotta protect the fighter from themselves. Right? But shout out to Sabril Matisse, man. Shout out to Sabril Matisse. You know, you'll be back. You'll be back, man. Yeah, you're a warrior, man. It comes with the territory, man. It comes with the territory. But now you have all these guys talking about Dalton Smith. None of you guys even knew Dalton Smith has become the new Brian Norman Jr. for a lot of these niggas, man. Yeah, remember Brian Norman Jr. won the world title? Yeah, he was like the next best thing coming since sliced bread. The moment Devin Haney popped his helmet off and outboxed him, you know, here today, going tomorrow, man. But shout out to Dalton Smith. We covered that as well. We covered a lot of topics. The Richard Henderson fight. I seen a lot of you guys was online because these guys tweet. Oh, they're gonna fight. Well, my cousin feels different. And he trains Frank Martin. He said, one more fight. One more fight. Richard Henderson doesn't even have an opponent right now, right? He was supposed to be fighting. Who's he fighting? Does anybody know? Put it in the comments. CW Gumbo, do you know? What are they saying on the CB4 front? You know, these guys is out here beefing, the great debaters. They're not the great Avengers. They're the great debaters. These niggas ride around. Look, these old soft, Twinkie feeling niggas ride around with hoodies on, scared. Yeah, who you hiding from, nigga? Take your hoodie off. You scared, nigga. You riding around with a hoodie on. Who you hiding from, nigga? Who you hiding from, your old bitch ass nigga? Right? You riding around with a hoodie on. Your CW, you're laughing at me. Yo, who these niggas hiding from, man? You riding around in broad daylight with a hoodie on. Who you hiding from, nigga? You committed a crime? You got a hot one? You got a warrant out for you? Who you hiding from, nigga? You look like the biggest, softest bitch in the world, man. Riding around like that, man. Right? Yo, shout out to Rich Boy. Remember that song, Rich Boy Selling It? That was my shit. That nigga said, he said, riding with no tents so the motherfuckers know it's me, man. That's how you supposed to ride, nigga. No tents so they know it's me. These niggas is riding with hoodies on, ducking and breaking their neck. Like, nigga, who looking for you, nigga? Who's looking for you, right? You that scared, right? See, some of these content creator niggas is scary, man. They show when they go out in the public, man. Man, if I ever come across some of you niggas, oh, I'm going to really scare the shit out of you niggas, man. I'm going to scare the shit out of you niggas, man. For real. And I want you niggas to think that what I do is for play. Because I'm going to show you, right? I'm going to show you. I don't play, right? I'm going to show you. I'm going to make you scream, right? You're going to say, yo, put that away. Like my man. Yeah, right? Yo, CW, remember that one in the gym? When I did that, right? Yeah, when I did that, I did Boys in the Hood in the gym. Remember that? I said, yo, we got a problem here. When my man said, yo, put that away, man. I said, yo, do we got a problem here, man? Fuck we talking about, man? What you talking about, man? I was raised by the real ones, nigga. I don't play those games, man. Don't issue a challenge or a threat to me, right? And you be playing. Because I'm not playing, man. I'm based on respect, man. I really be outside. I really be in these streets, moving around, working, building. So if you tell me something that you're gonna do to me, and I come across you, you better best believe you're gonna have to do that. You better do that, or be prepared to get done what's gonna get done to you, right? But content, how's the content looking, man? But yes, these goofballs, right? They love to argue, man. And they argue about guys, like I said in the War Eagle declaration, that lace up the gloves. Fighters, when fighters have a beef, they lace up and settle it. These YouTube niggas have a beef, they argue. They scream into computers. They gossip. They line up group chats and talk about niggas. Fighters don't do that, man. Sabril Matisse and Dalton Smith didn't do that last night, man. After the weigh-in and they both made weight, they got it on, man. Somebody told me that he was supposed to fight in different gloves, man. And, you know, he had to fight in those, some, I don't, yo, listen, man. They was there. Yeah, I was getting so much information, but I was like, you know what? I'm not, let the guys that's out there, I'm out the way of that, man. I don't want to do that, man. I did what I wanted to do today. I interviewed my cousin, and it was a fire interview, man. There's a lot of gems coming off of this. A lot of gems, man. Right? A lot of gems, man. That's why I had to shut it down. It's for the War Eagle Council only, man. Cause I know these niggas was in the bushes, right? Cause the live stream was rocking, people was in and out of it. They didn't want to comment, but they was in and out of it, right? So what they tried to do was they thought it was gonna be like the old days. They thought it was gonna be like 2025. They thought, yo, he gonna end the live stream. We'll sneak over there and watch this shit, and we'll steal all the good speaking points. Nah. That shit was straight members only afterwards, man. I know them niggas was clicking on like, yo, I can't. No, you're not accessing it. No. And all I did was drop a couple of behind the scenes views. That's it. You won't access this no more. You won't access this no more, man. I've been told y'all, I don't need y'all views, man. I don't want y'all views. You stay right over there in the goofy corner, in the goofy section. You listen to these niggas that make phone calls behind the scenes like cowards and hate on niggas. I can't wait to catch a lot of you hating ass niggas in traffic because I'm going to run down on you and be like, yo, remember you said this about me to this person? I just didn't address it on the internet because I want to address it in real life with you. What was that about, man? What was that about, man? I'm weird. I'm all these things. What was that about? You's a fuck nigga. What was that about, man? Let me know, man. Let me know. But this is what the boxing community consists of. And that is why you see it taking place now with these niggas that was all homies, right? Because remember, a lot of these niggas was all homies. Yo, that's the homie. That's the homie. Now all the homies are doing subliminal disses and content, right? They want to debate. Why don't you niggas meet up at a gym and fight, man? Right? Because you said sparring is not fighting. So go to the gym and spar, man. But like I said, most of you niggas that sit online and talk boxing probably can't even hit a heavy bag for 3 minutes, man. Probably can't even hit a heavy bag for 3 minutes, man. Because when you see a lot of these dudes doing their content, right? What are they always doing? A lot of these niggas that show program crash dummied out. They're smoking. They're doing shit that's unhealthy. You don't see a lot of these guys doing nothing healthy, right? But they're talking about machines, weapons of mass destruction, because that's what a fighter is. His body is a machine. It's a weapon of mass destruction. You know, the typical fighter, even the fighters that suck, right? If they are a professional fighter and they run down on you, you get into a confrontation with them and they assault you, most states, they are going to, it's going to be like they had a weapon when they get charged for that assault. It's going to be like they had a gun or a knife. They're going to get charged like that because they are registered weapons. You know that, right? Does anybody know that? Put in the comment section, man. He says straight facts. He says I'm with it too, man. Straight facts, right? But these guys, like I said, man, these guys don't do nothing. Look, I'll put the camera on for 2 seconds. I got a fresh batch of sea moss right here. See, these guys need to start putting some of this in their system. Right here, look. Let me put the camera on. See this right here? This is the good gold. This is that good gold right here, y'all. It's back. That good gold, man. These guys don't be messing with none of this stuff. You see these guys online, they be putting poison in their body. That's why I don't fear none of these niggas, right? I had Coach Dennis laughing the other day, right? I was like, man, all these niggas that be super tough on the internet and be talking all that rah-rah shit. I was like, half of these niggas, they're in bad health. They're dying. I was like, I will punch one of them niggas in their throats. I would Denzel Washington one of you niggas, man. Because you niggas don't take care of yourself, man. You niggas will get hit in a bodily organ and your body's going to shut down, man. All the drinking and the poisons you do to yourself, man. And then shout out to my man Sub-Zero. Like Sub-Zero said, a lot of you niggas is old, man. You niggas is old, man. And look, when you that old and you got years of neglect, nigga. where you haven't taken care of yourself. You have never taken care of yourself. You smoke weed, you smoke cigarettes, you drink beer, you drink liquor. Years and years of this, man. And now you're talking about fighting and doing, nigga, you might die, nigga. I used to tell CW that shit all the time. CW understands that shit now. Like, nigga, you'll die, nigga. You will die, nigga. Yo, listen, my little nigga Amani, part of my language, man. Yo, some of you old niggas, yo, if you got in the ring with Amani, that's why I always like messing around with Amani and shadow boxing, moving around with him. Just like Buddy said he used to do with Shakur, right? Watch the interview. I'm gonna break all that down when I dice it up. He said he used to shadow box and play around with Shakur when he was young like that. That's what you do. But I will put Amani in there with some of these old decrepit niggas. Amani will kill one of you niggas, man. Yo, little Amani, 17-year-old Amani will kill one of you niggas, man. He will kill one of you niggas, man. You old, tough, so-called niggas. That nigga will, he will have you in the ring gasping for life, man. For life. You know, well, you know, to each his own, man. How's the content looking, CW? How's the content looking? I've been talking so much. Let me go refill my beverage. Hey, Big Si, what up? Side Tang. Y'all ever watch Pootie Tang? Yo, Pootie Tang is one of the funniest, corniest movies, right? Chris Rock, Pootie Tang. Pootie Tang is hilarious, man. Pootie Tang is hilarious. CW said fire 10. Thank you, CW. Thank you. But yeah, man. Hopefully these guys, you know, they work out their differences. You know, and listen, when I do my content on you niggas and I say y'all name, it's just content, right? And by all means, if you think I need to do a video on you to do views, you are sadly mistaken, because like I said, most of you niggas is just straight Comedy Central. Nobody knows you niggas. You niggas is not going nowhere, and motherfuckers are seeing you in traffic and losing it. It's 2026. Let's be clear. It's 2026. You niggas is not moving the needle like that on the YouTube. You're not Nephew I Show Speed. You're not Kasanat. You're not these guys where if you pull up to the mall, they're gonna shut the mall down. I don't know one YouTube boxing streamer that is doing that. What I do know is you niggas, a lot of you niggas that think you're that status, it's like the dude that I just said. Your niggas is riding around with hoodies on, hiding. Who the fuck you hiding from, right? yeah, you niggas is hiding, man. You niggas be hiding, man. Who you hiding from, man? You niggas be doing videos in secluded parking lots. Like, yo, what's up with you niggas, man? You niggas is weird, man. Like, yo, niggas, I'm telling you, a lot of these niggas that stream boxing, yo, it's like them niggas always want to be in like a room, right? The room. Remember, yo, look, I had to fall back on that. Remember the CW? I said them niggas was the room raiders, man. And then I started making niggas front like they was coming outside. Like, no, you niggas is the room raiders, man. You niggas was covering fights in the room, man. You niggas was covering fights in the room, man. You did not want to give me my accolades for calling you niggas out on that, man. You niggas was the room raiders, man. You niggas was so comfortable pulling up to a fight and then going in the room, doing wild long live streams in the room. Like, nigga, you at the fight, man. Yo, all the fights I ever covered, especially any fight outside of my backyard, like when I was in different states and time, man, I'll be in the room at night. I would be I remember when we was in Toledo, Ohio, man. Man, Coach Reen is next door right now, living her best life, right? She would tell you, man, yo, we was all over Toledo, man. We was all over Toledo, man. Because where they had us staying at, it was nice. It was downtown, the gentrified side. I was like, nah, we gotta go. We gotta go across the bridge, man. We gotta see what's up. We was all over Toledo, man. Toledo was like 8 Mile. Like a lot of you black brothers that like white girls, you fit in real well in there. Cause like all the brothers over there, man, them niggas had Becky Sue's, man. It was like, damn, you niggas don't fuck with none of your sisters over here. Like, every black nigga had a white, and I say this respectfully, they had a white trailer trash bitch though, man. They ain't have no fine white woman. These niggas had like the trailer trash bitches, man. Every nigga I seen, man. I was like, God damn, what the fuck is going on around here, man? But we was out, we was moving around, man. We was moving around, man. Then at night I was in the room, putting my content together. But I was moving around, man. That's how I always do, man. When I was in Vegas, man, me and Marley Marl, man, we was in Vegas. I was moving around, man. Fremont Street and all that, man. We was on the strip, man. You gotta, in order to really get the vibes, you gotta be on the concrete, man. You niggas be in the room, wanting to do a live stream, hiding. Like, hey, you niggas be hiding, man. Who y'all hiding from though? That's my whole thing. When I see a lot of these so-called influencer content creator niggas, and they always hiding, I be like, yo, you niggas is really MC Gusto. You niggas is MC Gusto. Remember MC Gusto, Albert Brown? That was one of the funniest movies, man. Chris Rock, his real name was Albert Brown, but he played MC Gusto. Gusto was the real nigga, right? Gusto was the jail nigga, man. He stole his identity. That's what a lot of these niggas do. They steal niggas' identity, right? And it's a character on the internet, man. Because you see some of these dudes. I remember one dude, I'm not going to throw him under the bus. He's a tough nigga on the internet, man. But we was at a fight card, and he wasn't tough. He was an actor. And he said it. He was like, yo, I'm a gangster actor. I was like, I know. He was like, yo, that's just my character on the internet. I was like, I know, I can tell. I was like, I can tell, sweetie. He was sweet, man. He was sweet, man. But you don't know that on the internet. And he knows who I'm talking about. Please say my name. I'll expose you, punk. Right? Yeah, see, I don't care, man. Y'all been trying to blackball me and blacklist me. It don't matter, man. Like, yeah, listen, this is the new game. This is what the industry consists of, man. Niggas is punks, man. You was a punk, nigga. You was a punk, nigga. You was an industry plant punk, and you know it. You know I know it. That's why they didn't like me, because I've been said it. I said it from years back when I was on the scene and I was seeing how niggas was moving and giving it up, sneaking out of rooms. Like, nigga, what you sneaking out of that room for, man? What was you doing? What was you over there? What deal was you making right now, nigga? Sneaking out of another man's room. Like, what deal was you making, nigga? Listen, man. They know me. Like I was telling my man today, right? I said, all the times I've been on the internet, right? If I was capping on any of my stories, right? Why hasn't somebody came out and been like, yo, that nigga's lying? They never did that. What they try to do is mute my mic or try to make it seem like nobody listens or watches me. If I've been lying for all of these years about niggas moving funny, doing all kind of strange shit for change, why nobody never said, yo, he's lying? He's lying. Remember when I said, I called old boy, I said, yo, that nigga came out of the room. I said, the nigga came out of the room and looked at me, and I looked at him like, yo, what was you doing? Why he never said, yo, he's lying? Know why he never said that? Because he knows it's the truth, man. It's the truth. You sneaking out of men's rooms, nigga. Fuck out of here, man. Fuck you sneaking out of a man's room for, nigga. Yo, right? CW was laughing. Yo, normally you sneaking out of a bitch's room when you creeping, right? That's what it is, right? Oh man, all right, yeah. You see a nigga sneak out of a bitch room, like, all right, you might give him a head now, like, oh man, you knocked that down. Nigga sneaking out another man's room. Fuck is going on, man? Fuck is going on, man? Oh, I see what you niggas is into, huh? All right, yeah, I see. Right, I see. Yo, nobody never debunked it that, huh? Right? Yo, oh, that nigga's crazy. Don't fuck with that. No, I ain't crazy. You niggas move funny, man. You niggas move funny. You move funny, man. Right? You move funny, man. But that's what this game is about, man. That's what this industry is about. And now it has really been infiltrated. It has been infiltrated, man. If my guy was in here, he would tell you, I don't move that way, man. Listen, man, I'm a married man. I was in Tulsa, Oklahoma, fresh off of my stay, right? I had a room, right? Shout out to Abdullah Mason and them. They was right across the hall from me. I had 2 big beds in there. Yo, the lady, listen, man, the old me, I would have turned up and went crazy. I had the women was in there for this is what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be knocking down the women. They was knocking on my door to give me extra all type of stuff, right? We supposed to be knocking down the women, man. And we was in the Hard Rock Casino, man. I was like, I had to be on my best behavior, man, because I wasn't trying to relapse with the liquor. Yo, listen, ask anybody that's really in the game. It's a lot of temptation when you be in these cities, especially when you stay at these casinos. Because the casinos, right, no matter what time of the day in the casinos, it doesn't matter what time of the day, you can go downstairs and walk around, gamble, play the slot machines. You're going to get liquor. You're going to get anything you're looking for, man. That's how it was for me in Tulsa, Oklahoma, man. But I know that was God testing me then. I was in Tulsa, Oklahoma, unlimited access. But I stayed strong, man. I got up every morning. I exercised. Shout out to the Mason brothers and Mark Kriegel. Yeah, we used to be in the gym together. And then I would walk. I would walk the golf course. They had a beautiful golf course. I would be out there just walking the golf course, taking it all in. Right? Doing the alternative to the things that I used to do. Like when Vegas, right? I told y'all about the time in Vegas with me and Joe Dini at the Flamingo. He almost got locked up, but they looked out for us, right? Because see, when you in these towns, man, that's how it goes down. We was at the Platinum Hotel and we walked down to the Flamingo, right? We was in the Flamingo. And I had a couple drinks, you know what I mean? That's how I used to do, man. I turned it up, man. Got my man Joe Dini right. Then Joe Dini's a fighter, man. Joe Dini was ready to crack heads, man. And the Metro police pulled up on us. They was going to lock us up. But, gift the gab, I know how to talk. I was like, yeah, we in town for a fight, man. The coach is riled up, man. It's this fight week. They let us go, man. We was in the Flamingo, man. That's how it goes down, man. It goes down, man, in these towns, man. It be going down, man. And that's how I knew. I was like, man, I'm straight now, man. I was in Vegas and turned up. Me and Marley, right? You know what I was doing with Marley? Me and Marley had the suite, right? Marley was about 10 years old. So when Marley was checking out, falling asleep, man, I was out on the strip, man. I had the big 500 Benz, man. S55, man. I was Fillmore motherfucking sauce out there, man. I was Fillmore sauce on the strip, man. I was hitting that horn, man. I was turned up out there in Vegas, man. all up and down the strip, man. They know me, man. That's how it be out here, man. I don't mingle with these guys, man. These guys are funny bones, man. These guys are funny bones. Nobody never came on and debunked none of my stories. That's why I always say stamped and certified all over the game, man. I'm still waiting, man. Like all these niggas that talked about me and pushed defamation of characters on my name, hit the cash app, man. Hit the cash app, man. Hit the cash app, man. We holding court now. A lot of you niggas been lying on my brand and my businesses for too long, man. Hit the cash app, man. Straight like that, man. You know the vibes. But the Buddy McGirt interview was classic. I'm gonna be busting that down probably tonight, early morning. I'm gonna do it in a couple of segments. The Frank Martin segment, the Shakur Stevens and Teofimo Lopez. You know, we're gonna stretch it out, man, because that's what these guys do, right? That's called digital creative, not digital hating, man. Digital creative, man. But hopefully the goofy Civil War, man, you guys get in the ring, right? Why don't y'all reach out to Ness? Because see, one thing I like about what Ness and them do, the Boxer Voice, they have these guys fighting the border wars. That's what some of you guys should do. Get it on, man. Cause you niggas be wanting to do content, right? That's that CB4 MC Gusto shit, man. You talk about fighters and shit, go get in there and spar. Especially you niggas that always be online talking about sparring is not fighting. So go get a headgear, some 16-ounce gloves, a mouthpiece, and go spar. Since it's not fighting. Go spar, right? See how you do, man. Do one round, 3 minutes, right? Because I don't think you guys could do the amateur joint. I don't think you could do it 3 rounds, 9 minutes. I don't think you have that in you. I think some of you niggas would do 1 round and get exposed with headgears and 16-ounce gloves on. I guarantee you, your favorite content creators that you look up to, they get in that ring, their posture, their structure. Yeah, them niggas that get the windmilling. Like, God, what are you doing? Yeah, niggas wouldn't even know how to fight. They won't know how to square up, stand, none of that. I guarantee you, man. They show it. It comes off in their content, man. How they argue and debate over men. But get in the ring, man. Since you guys always be, yo, sparring ain't fighting. Get in there and spar, man. Do 3 minutes. 1 round. If you beefing with another content creator, get in the ring. 3 minutes, man. 2 men enter, 1 man leave. Remember the Terror Dome? 2 men enter, 1 man leave. Get in the ring, man. You niggas won't do it though, man. You niggas will not do it. And the reason why you won't do it is because it'll be over for you. You probably will never. Nobody will look at you the same. Talking boxing. You know how you guys will look? Yo, remember when I always remember this shit, right? Because it fucked me up, man. I loved it, Onyx, man. Yo, when I seen Sticky Fingers get beat up, y'all remember that, man? Yo, Sticky Fingers was one of the hardest gangster rappers, man. He was tough. Yo, that white boy whooped his ass on MTV, man. But anybody can get their ass whooped. But the way Sticky got his ass whooped and how he was fighting, it was like, yo, homie, you don't know how to fight? Like, what the fuck? Like, he didn't even know how to throw a punch, man. Y'all remember that, man? Put in the comments if y'all remember that, man. Put that in the comments, man. He didn't even know how to punch. ain't for you. This ain't for you, kitty. This ain't for you, kitty. You can't have none of this, kitty. No, kitty. Yo, kitty tried to get me for my little fillet, man. So I went in and just bust out one of my little fillets, man. I went in there and bust down one of my little fillets, man. I got 4 more minutes to hit my hour mark, y'all. Right? I muted the TV. I'm in here watching The Godfather of Harlem and also the Wu-Tang. I might just binge watch tonight, y'all. Right? I might be on my binge watching tonight, man. Sometimes that's what I do. Because, you know, it's the winter season, man. So my body, and me and Cuz was talking about that, adjusting to the time zone. That's how I be, man. Like, this is that season when it snows a lot. So my sleeping regimen be just off. Because sometimes I might be out there in the elements getting to it, man. So my clock just be different. And tonight is feeling like one of those nights, like a snowstorm type of night. So I might be up all the way up until like 3, 4 in the morning. Right? So when I do be like that, I'll binge watch on some Hulu type shows and shit like that. That's what I'll probably do tonight. And put out some more of this content, these CW thumbnails and all this, these art graphic posters. And like I said, I'm probably drop the Frank Martin segment, and cause I owe that to you, Frank. I told you I never really had no issue with you, Frank. You know, I know I went hard on you when you didn't take the Shakur Stevenson fight and all that. But like I said, I'm a man's man. I apologize because I never really had an issue with you. I liked it, you. And when you see how I hooked this content up that I got with my cousin speaking on you, speaking very highly on you, you're a very qualified fighter. And I owe that to you. So I'm going to hook that content up and get that out. Just to show you, like, I really never had an issue with you. A lot of these niggas love to paint pictures and speak on people behind the scenes because that's what cowards do. And I say this respectfully. There are many cowards in the boxing industry. They're cowards because they talk about you behind your back. And when you confront them in person, they always tell you it's a character. Oh, it's the internet. Yo, I like your stuff, man. Oh, I watch your stuff. Do you? Oh, you watch my stuff. So you know me. Oh, you know me, motherfucker, huh? Why you act like you don't know me then? Huh? Huh? How does that sound, man? How does that sound? But yeah, me and Daffy about to watch some movies now. Because you know Daffy's in here. Hey Daffster. Yo, Dad. I should have put out a video on it, but you know, you got to be careful with some of the content, right? Now I know they're playing, right? But these people that secretly be in the bushes, that you know, be trying to undermine you, your platform, they'll get your channel jammed up. But earlier, Daffy and Brownie was playing, right? Daffy busted him up, man. She always beats him up, man. But I was gonna put it out, right? I was gonna put it out. But Brownie's getting better, man. I think by the summertime he might be getting on her. He might get her. Cause he was trying to turn up today. But you know, when he attempted to, every time it was like it reminded me of Tim Bradley and Crawford. How Bradley said, yo, every time I try to switch gears or change levels, he did it too. That's what happened with them today, right? Yo, Brownie was trying to turn gears and hit what's the hit? Yo, Daffy just started stepping on him more. But it was good to see, man. It was good to see them. Every time when I see that, it gets me sad because I think about Zeus. That's how Daffy and Zeus used to be before he met his demise and got hit in the hit and run. But it's good that she has Brownie now. And I just think if I didn't get Brownie, I think Daffy might have went into a depression because she didn't have a comrade no more. She might have went into a depression because now she has a comrade with Brownie. And this Brownie, he tried to turn up today, man. He like I said, I think by the summertime, he's gonna be there. He'll be able to really handle Daffy the General. She might have to bow down right now. But for right now, he can't really fuck with her like that, man. That Daffy still holds the title. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the source tonight, man. If you have any content that you want me to touch on boxing, DM me, hit me up, man. All right. Shout out to the War Eagle Council, the generals, all my generals, man. Keep doing what we do, man. When we hook up, man, you know what it is, man. We fuck the internet up, man. We show these niggas how to really conduct a panel of men, right? Not of he-man, woman hater, of men, right? Because I think every time I had a panel and we had disagreements or you had your opinion on something, that's what it was. It was, yo, man, suck my dick, right? Yeah, these niggas be on panels, right? Yeah, it be so much estrogen in these niggas. Yeah, they have a disagreement and they want to write a man to their dick. Like, yo, where they do that at, man? Where they do that at, man? Yo, man, where they do that at, man? You niggas is weird, man. Yo, niggas be out here talking about boxing, man. And yo, the two funniest, it used to be Bud and Earl Spence. Yo, I'm telling you now, it's Tank Davis and it's like it's a slew. It's Tank, Shakur, and Haney, right? Whatever umbrella or flagship you fall under, if you're pro Haney, you're gonna, spark some shit. If you're pro Shakur, you're gonna spark some shit. If you're pro Tank Davis, but a lot what I notice is a lot of the Earl Sexuals. That's the name that they gave them. Those are the new Tank Davis guys. But the Earl Sexual niggas was the worst, man. And I personally know this because a lot of the Earl Sexuals, right, were upset with me because they secretly had man crushes on EJ, right? And I used to go hard on EJ. And to them niggas, it was disrespect because EJ was their lover, right? He was their lover, right? So they was like, how dare you talk about my lover like that, right? Guys used to get mad, man. But I see that now with Tank, Shakur, and Devin. You got those are the new three. It was Bud, right? It was look. This is how it went, right? It's a new era now. It was Bud, EJ, right? Wilder, the Charlos, right? Now these guys are, riding off into the sunset. It's Tank, Devin, Shakur, and pretty soon I see Abdullah Mason getting in there in that mix. But the thing with Dula, right? I don't think Dula's the new wave. Dula's not really going to identify with a lot of you. I've been around him. I know Abdullah. He's not going to identify with a lot of y'all. I seen it firsthand. I remember this one particular content weirdo nigga, right? And I remember telling WCS behind the scenes, I was like, yeah, I know how they move. He creeped them out. He was a weirdo. He was a weirdo. He creeped them out, man. Right? He creeped them out. Because one thing about Abdullah Mason is very media savvy. He's good. He's good. He knows how to conduct the interview. He's comfortable, right? He's very articulate. See, the fighters that I named prior, they wasn't really that, especially no disrespect. I love Tank Davis too. Not that articulate. They didn't help him enough, right? He was very standoffish, right? We could pull up the receipts. Remember when they was all in the Barclays Center drunk? Remember that? Remember those days? When Earl was like, I just started fighting until 2015. Them niggas was in there drunk. That's how they was groomed. That's how they was groomed. And then all these dumb fans, these jealous fans, they didn't help the situation. But like I said, the younger guys coming up now after that, like especially in particular Abdullah, leaders of the new school, man. Leaders of the new school, man. More articulate. And that's what I like about Dev. Even though Bill's pretty much like the mouthpiece, Dev is all right. He's all right. And I think his coming out party was the Brian Norman shit, man. They really lined them up, man. Because Devin Haney, on a media marketing management standpoint, has one of the best things. Remember, he told Buddy, brick in his hands, and he said, yo, how you gonna look when I knock you down? And what happened? He knocked him down. He knocked him down, almost knocked him the fuck out, man. But that was Dev's coming out party on the media, man. Real smooth, slick, right? Real smooth and slick, man. But hopefully y'all enjoyed this tonight, man. We shall do this again. I got an ice video I'm about to drop, or some ice content. I'll probably drop the video tomorrow. But there's been a lot of ice protests. Yo, my cousins and shit is into that shit, man. Right? They do that. That's they niche. My niece, she just got a nice settlement. She had got roughed up. They paid her. She got a nice check. But when they was having the protests out here in NYC, the police beat her up and locked her up, but they paid her. She got paid. But that's what they do. My nieces, and that's my daughter. I mean, my daughter. That's my sister's daughter. That's what they do. They're rebels. I call them rebels, right? They organize against the government, and they protest, and they do those things. So they was out there, and she gave me some content and footage. So I want to use it because they were on the front line stepping, right? And that's good content. Like that content, actually, people not only do they support, they respond to, and they push that content in the algorithm. Like a lot of the boxing content, I know what they do now. Certain people pay, right? This is the game. I'll give you the game before I shut it down. Certain people are paying for everything, their views, their fake subs, and all of that. So what they have to do is they have to make it seem like these guys are in the loop or in the algorithm, right? Because when you actually talk about things that's in the algorithm, allege, it's supposed to get picked up. That's how the system is set up. It's supposed to get picked up, right? Like how the Jim Jones shit was trending with Dane wanting to beat him up and he didn't want to fight. Everybody that did a video on that, I put out content on that, it was getting picked up. That was trending. Freaky dropped the video. The video got leaked. Remember, Cam talked about the video. There'll be so much videos and contents that they just wait to put out. Right? They wait. Like that video is old. They never dropped it. Never dropped. They were sitting on that and they finally dropped it. But people that did content on that, it got picked up. Why, when you do that in the boxing, it doesn't get picked up? You know why? Because the boxing content really don't be trending. Because these guys don't be trending. What they do is, like I said, they buy views, they buy this, they buy that. Their content is not blazing. But hopefully y'all caught that sauce and y'all enjoyed this tonight, man. All right? Remember, be a trendsetter. Leaders lead. Followers follow. That's why they're followers, right? Leaders lead. Whether you leading many or you leading few, when you lead, you lead. Followers follow. So all these guys that got all these followers, where are they really leading? Or are they just followers? Hopefully y'all caught that sauce. I holla.